I like to blow everything out, get all the dust out, and then we'll vacuum it, and then we'll get to cleaning. So I used a little detail brush, compressed air. You can use a vortex gun too. I didn't bring mine today. That helps try and get everything. So I like to brush in your switches along your line, and any of the crevices, and cup holders and pockets, and then blow everything. All right, so before we get started, first thing we always do if we're using new towels, take your tags off. Don't want to scratch any of your plastics, your paint. Anytime you're using new towels, make sure you take your tags off, throw that away. Some other tools we've got the little nano scrubber. This helps on plastics and leather. We've got a little crevice tool. It's kind of like a tool brush on one end and then a harder one. It's down in the crevices of the leather. Today we're gonna use Pink Perfection, diluted 10:1. We've also got leather cleaner on hand. Show you kind of the difference of using a Pink Perfection or an APC against a dedicated leather cleaner. We won't do the side-by-side, but I'll show you the difference just on a clean towel. First thing we're gonna do, we'll spray down half of our leather, and I'll spray the other half with leather cleaner, and we'll show you the difference. Make sure we get down to those grooves. You can spray some extra on here if you need to. So the nice thing about Pink Perfection is its sudsing ability. So you can see right here along the leather, I've got a good suds going. That helps lift the dirt out of the pores. We'll use our towel, fold it in fourths, and we'll wipe it up. Yikes. All right, let me show you the difference. You can also use a dedicated leather cleaner. A lot of times for this, you don't have to scrub as much, you just let the chemical do the work. So in this case, we're gonna spray it onto a towel. Get a clean towel here. This one's just a little tricky. You have to be really careful on using it on older leathers. It could strip the dye. So just wanna make sure that you're using a test spot. So I'm gonna spray it on the towel and rub down the seat. And this is just with the microfiber. This isn't even with a scrub brush or anything. You can see it's already starting to take a little bit of the dirt off. Let's do this on this side now. So if you want to go a little more aggressive and get the rest of the dirt off, you can go back to using your scrub brush. Very similar. Spray it on here. Rub it down onto your leather. This helps get into all those pores that we're missing just with the cloth itself. So see, we already cleaned it once. We're still getting dirt out of it. So it just really depends on how aggressive you got to go and how clean you want to get your seats. We'll probably stick to the Pink Perfection and the Nano tool because that seems to be getting the best results. Another hack, get yourself a little detail brush or even a toothbrush will work. And a lot of times you get a lot of sand and dirt and stuff stuck in your crevices. Even just vacuuming it or wiping it with a towel doesn't get it. So depending on which end works best, just kind of work this into the seat. Get all those nooks and crannies of the seams cleaned. And then you can wipe it out, or what I like to do, make sure I get everything out of there, is use my air and blow it out. The cleaner you get it, the longer the dressing will last. And We might not be able to get it out with the chemical, but we'll try. Just gonna let it dwell in there for a minute, and then we'll go scrubbing. Yep, it's gum. It's not gonna come out with that.
Get it?
Oh, baby.
Got it.
Oh, baby. And we'll blow it out with air, dry it out. So we'll vacuum the mats, we'll clean the mats, and then we can vacuum under the mats, make sure that there's nothing that we're missing. So let's get that started. So another quick tip is a set of drill brushes. They make some flat ones and then they make this coned one. This one comes in handy for getting a lot of the embedded dog hair and dirt and dust out of your carpet fibers. So this carpet is super low pile, so everything really kind of sticks to it. So what you do is you use one of these. The whole interior is clean now. We've cleaned it with the APC, so now we're gonna put the final touches. So we've got aqua gloss at 4:1. I like to use a microfiber sponge. All right, so we'll apply it to our sponge. Make sure you work it in. And you can apply this to any of your plastics, vinyl, dashboards, center consoles. It'll have quite a bit of a sheen at first, but once it starts to dry, it'll be nice and matte finish. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is use the leather lotion. I've got it in what they call the ketchup bottle. And you just kind of apply this as your leather conditioner. It's got some UV inhibitors in it and it helps just really get that sheen back into your leather. And it smells like new car scent. I personally like to put it on a little heavy. That way I can always take more off if I have to with like a microfiber. You'll notice when you first put it on, it may look a little streaky, but again, just like aqua gloss, let it sit on for a few minutes and it'll start to kind of soak in and level out naturally. And then if you feel like it is still a little streaky, just use a microfiber and buff it down. All right, so once you've done your dressing, the final touch is to clean the glass. Superior has the aerosol version of the glass cleaner. I like this one because it's got a foaming action. It helps cut through fingerprints and other stuff that may be stuck to your glass. They also have a bulk option, so you can buy in a gallon, maybe even larger, of the clear view. But today we're gonna feature the aerosol. So give it a good shake. And you can do this one of two ways. So you can spray it directly on the window. To me, that kind of makes a mess, especially once you've already dressed. So I'm just gonna go ahead and spray it on our towel. You can see the foaming action. And you just work it into the window, cutting into any of the stuff that's stuck in there. And then use your other side of your towel to buff it for streak-free. So this stuff's great, especially if you got kids or dogs that ride in your car. You know, we run into that all the time where you've got dog slobber all over your window. It's a nice touch-up product. Leaves your windows really slick too. So it makes it easier to clean up in the future. And let's move to the front. Same thing. Foaming action. Rub it in our window. Another good thing about this product is if you got tinted windows, this won't affect them at all. Tint safe. So another final tip I like to use when I'm finishing out everything is to clean my door jambs. A lot of times you'll get stuff in here, whether it's cleaners or solvents or anything once you've cleaned or dressed the inside. So what I'm gonna use is the waterless washing wax. You can use a detail spray like the Easy Shine, but I just use a little bit of this and wipe down anything that's got caught in here during your cleaning process. So this will help get out any of the dust or cleaners, but also provide a little bit of protection just so you don't have those water spots the next time your car gets wet. All right, so once we've got the interior fully cleaned, vacuumed, the last thing I do is clean my mats. So we'll clean the mats, get all the crevices, get them blow dried, and then we'll actually dress them with aqua gloss just to give them that nice polished look. So today I'm using Pink Perfection. You can use any kind of APC, any kind of degreaser. Pink Perfection is good because it gives you that suds ability to help lift some of that dirt. So we'll just work our way through it. So spray it on. Use any of your brushes. You don't have to use the super stiff brushes that you use on tires. For some of your mats, you can use a drill brush, which I'll show you later, for our dirtiest mats. All right, so like I said, if you got some dirtier mats, you can use a drill brush. You can buy these really anywhere, even online. Just hook them to a drill, and this takes a lot of the manual labor out, but also gives you some more aggressive cleaning. So we've got the front mats here, which are typically more dirty than the backs. So I'll use a little extra product. So we can see those sudsing ability. All right, so we're clean and dry. Final touch is to apply the dressing. So with the 4:1 Aqua Gloss, you're gonna apply this to your mats, but you wanna make sure that you wipe them down so they're not slick. So we're just gonna give it a few spritz. And I like to use my soft bristle brush to get down into the grooves. Spread the product out. And like we said earlier, it may be a little streaky until it dries.